What if the key to lasting motivation wasn't about fighting harder or pushing through, but about stepping into the present moment? In a world that demands constant striving, we often overlook the deeper truth. True strength doesn't come from resistance. It comes from awareness. Inspired by the teachings of Eckhart Tolle, this guide invites you to explore a new way of staying motivated, one that doesn't drain your energy, but aligns you with the power of now. Are you ready to transform the way you approach challenges, goals, and even failure itself? Let's begin. Until you have experienced the satisfaction of finishing, you will not truly respect yourself. Yet Eckhart Tolle reminds us that the satisfaction comes not from the outcome, but from being fully present in the process. Every step you take, no matter the struggles or tears, is an opportunity to deepen your awareness and align with the present moment. Every champion has felt the urge to quit, yet what sets them apart is their ability to remain grounded even amidst the storm. Remember, the present moment is your anchor. Stay with it and let it guide you. The storm you're in may feel overwhelming, but as Tolle teaches, it is not the storm itself, but your resistance to it that causes suffering. Storms come and go. They are temporary phenomena in the vast stillness of your being. What you are experiencing is not permanent, and resisting it only strengthens its hold. Instead, allow the storm to be. Accept it as it is, and you will find a deeper sense of peace within the chaos. If you are in a dark valley, know that you do not need to fight your way out. Tolle encourages us to surrender, not in defeat, but in acceptance. Hope arises not from clinging to the future, but from embracing the now. When you let go of your mental narrative about how things should be, you create space for transformation. This moment, as broken as it may seem, holds infinite potential if you allow it. When you feel like giving up, pause and bring your attention to the present. Success is not about pushing relentlessly, but about acting from a place of stillness and clarity. Do you have the courage to let go of external validation and trust the deeper intelligence within you? As Tolle says, true courage comes from living authentically, not conforming to society's expectations, but aligning with your inner truth. The difference between success and failure is not in circumstances, but in your ability to be present through all of life's ups and downs. Mistakes and failures are not your identity, they are fleeting forms. As Tolle reminds us, you are not your mind. When you detach from the story of failure, you discover the light that has always been within you, a light untouched by circumstances. You are not with yourself afraid and without meaning, you are without fear. Some people give up because they are trapped in the pain of their past or the anxiety of their future, but the same presence that guided you before is available now. This time, approach your goals not with fear or striving, but with a sense of joy in the journey. Success, when pursued mindfully, is no longer about achieving something out there, but about being fully alive in the here and now. As soon as you align with what is true within you, paths begin to clear, not because you force them to, but because you are no longer blocking them with doubt or resistance. Tolle reminds us that the present moment contains everything you need. When you stop identifying with the voice in your head that says, "I can't," you realize that you can. Growth does not depend on the future. It happens now. Some people quit because they feel out of control, but Tolle teaches that control is an illusion. Life unfolds as it will, and your task is not to dominate it, but to flow with it. Even if you've made mistakes, you are not diminished. You are not the thoughts that tell you otherwise. Each moment offers a fresh beginning, if you can release the past and accept the now. For in this moment, your actions count toward your goal. And if you do this right, it's best to say it frankly and honestly. Passion for what you're doing arises when you are fully present with it. Without presence, even the most exciting goal can feel like a burden. Often, people avoid clear goals because they fear failure. But failure is just a story your mind tells you. Tolle reminds us that the only thing that truly exists is this moment. Do one small thing today, fully present, and see how life begins to respond. When you look in the mirror, don't just see your physical form. Look deeper, as Tolle suggests, and recognize the still awareness behind your thoughts. This awareness is unshaken by external circumstances. Train yourself to meet the feeling of, "I don't want to," with curiosity, not resistance. When you embrace these moments fully, you unlock a new level of presence and power. Others may have advantages, but they cannot take from you the one thing that matters: your ability to be fully present. Tolle teaches that presence is the greatest equalizer. It frees you from comparison and grounds you in your own unique path. Be alert, be still, and trust the unfolding of life. Never let contentment become complacency. Each moment is an opportunity to deepen your presence and awaken further. True success is not measured by external achievements, but by how fully you embody your true self. Every year, let your awareness expand. Let your presence deepen. Let your inner light shine brighter. If you set out to do something, honor yourself by staying true to it, not out of obligation, but out of love for the present moment. As Tolle says, the worst thing you can do is live inauthentically. Your future is not created by striving, but by the quality of attention you bring to the now. This is the bed you make. Lie in it, with grace. Dream again, but don't project your dreams into the future. Let them unfold from the fullness of the present. There is greatness within you, but it is not shut up. It is always accessible. You simply need to quiet the noise of your mind to hear it. Passion and purpose arise naturally when you stop resisting life and start embracing it as it is. Choose the path of presence, responsibility, and acceptance. Discipline is not about forcing yourself, but about aligning with the flow of life. Tolle reminds us that when you are present, life becomes simple, even in its challenges. You are both the star and the witness of your show. Let your life be a reflection of your inner stillness, and you will find that it is already a masterpiece. What if the key to lasting motivation wasn't about fighting harder or pushing through, but about stepping into the present moment? As Eckhart Tolle teaches, true power and motivation come from embracing the now. In a world constantly urging us to strive and fight, we often overlook the importance of simply being present. What would happen if you stopped focusing on what you don't have and aligned yourself with the energy of the present? The adventures possible. The answer lies in stillness. Can you find the solution to a problem if you are fully present in the moment, not caught up in past regrets or future fears? Yes, the answer is yes, but only if you are willing to be still. Eckhart Tolle often speaks about the power of now, and this power is the key to unlocking your true potential. If you are determined enough to be grounded in the present, you will discover the resources you need, not by force, but through awareness. If you care enough about your goals and others, can you inspire them to help you? Yes, but it starts by being present and centered within yourself. The act of caring deeply comes from being in the moment, not from obsessing about outcomes or results. Tolle teaches that when we are fully present, we radiate energy that draws others to us. This is a much more powerful force than any external motivation. There are moments in life where you will feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, where you'll feel tested. These are the moments where your faith will be challenged. Eckhart Tolle emphasizes that suffering arises when we resist the present moment. Yet, every challenge you face is an opportunity to let go of that resistance and embrace what is. When you feel the pain, the choice is yours. Do you resist, or do you surrender to it and find peace in the present? The clock is ticking and life moves swiftly. But, as Tolle suggests, the key to a fulfilling life is not about rushing or pushing time forward. It's about fully experiencing every moment. Don't waste the years. Don't waste time on negative thought patterns that only keep you in the past or future. Let go of those distractions and bring your attention back to the now. When you stop fighting against time, you begin to understand that everything unfolds perfectly in its own time. If you begin to understand that everything unfolds perfectly in its own time, many of you may feel stuck, not because you lack potential, but because you're not fully aware of your present state. As Tolle teaches, the ego often drives us away from the present moment, creating a false sense of lack or not enough. True motivation comes from within, from a deep understanding of your essence. The only battle you need to fight is with your own ego, not with the world around you. Seed balance. When you stop trying to be something you are not, you naturally begin to align with your true self and purpose. When you face challenges, the path will often seem harder, filled with setbacks and failures. But as Tolle reminds us, failure is not something to fear. It is a part of the process, a necessary step toward awakening. The struggle is not in the failure itself, but in your attachment to a specific outcome. Let go of the attachment, and the failure becomes a lesson, not a burden. True greatness doesn't come from rigid plans or a determined pursuit of success. It comes from presence, from being fully aware of the energy you bring to each moment. When you're obsessed with a goal to the point that you sacrifice your peace, you are disconnected from your true self. As Tolle says, it is through acceptance of the present moment, not through endless striving, that you find peace and fulfillment. When you find yourself overwhelmed by negative people or situations, remember that the energy of the present moment cannot coexist with negativity. Tolle teaches that when you are deeply rooted in the present, negativity cannot touch you. It is not about avoiding challenges, but about approaching them from a place of inner stillness. Inspired with this tranquil attention, you will receive whatever supplies lies within you. Every person has a dream, but the path to that dream can only be walked in the present moment. As you pursue your goals, remember that Plan B is simply a distraction. You cannot be fully committed to your purpose if you're holding on to a backup plan. The true power to succeed comes from total commitment to the now, to the work you are doing right now, not some future contingency. The comfort zone is dangerous, not because it is inherently bad, but because it pulls you away from the present moment. Tolle teaches that true growth happens when we stop seeking comfort and instead embrace what is. The moment we stop looking for external validation and become fully present with ourselves, we begin to grow and thereby purify our hearts, the mind, physical strength, spirit, and emotion. Sometimes, you need to pick up the pace, but not out of stress or urgency. Rather, speed up because you've realized the power of now. When you stop procrastinating and truly immerse yourself in the present, you will naturally move faster, with more energy. There's no need to rush, but there is a need to be present and engaged with the task at hand. When you feel like giving up, remember, the true test is not how much you can push, but how deeply you can surrender to the moment. As Tolle teaches, surrender is not about giving up. It is about letting go of resistance. In that surrender, you find true strength and motivation. Fear is not real. It is simply a thought, a projection of what might happen. Tolle reminds us that fear is a product of the mind, but it has no real power. When you live in the present moment, fear dissipates because there is nothing to fear in the now. So when things get tough, remember that discipline is not about forcing yourself through pain, but about returning to the present moment again and again. As Eckhart Tolle says, discipline is the ability to stay anchored in the now without being swept away by the mind's distractions. End quote. Passion and energy are what set you apart, but these are born from being in the present. When you're passionate, you are fully alive in the moment, not worried about the past or future. Let that energy drive you, and you'll naturally stand out. Constantly focused, you are energizing yourself. If you want to succeed, remember that it takes more than hard work. It takes presence. Hard work without awareness can lead to burnout, but hard work with presence leads to fulfillment. The greatest things in life require sacrifice, but they also require you to remain grounded in the now. Every person you admire for their success has practiced presence long before they were known. They didn't chase success in the future. They simply brought their full attention to the present, and that is what led them to greatness. In the end, don't be afraid to fail, to struggle, or to face setbacks. These are the very things that will propel you forward if you embrace them with awareness. The challenges you face today are shaping you for your purpose, and when you stay present, you will see them not as obstacles, but as opportunities to grow. As we come to the end of this journey, remember that true strength doesn't come from pushing harder or striving more. It arises from being present with yourself, accepting the moment, and letting go of the constant need to prove your worth. As Eckhart Tolle teaches, peace is found not in the future or in the attainment of goals, but in the present moment. By embracing stillness and releasing attachment to outcomes, you can find a deeper, more fulfilling motivation that doesn't come from ego or external validation. So, when challenges arise, instead of battling against them, allow yourself to be with them. Trust that within every struggle, there's an opportunity for growth, not just in the world around you, but within your inner being. You don't need to fight time or circumstances. Simply be present, and the path will unfold naturally. Let go of the pressure to be something you're not. Trust in the flow of life, and you will find the strength to move forward, not from a place of force, but from a place of inner peace. Keep coming back to the present moment, and you will begin to see that success and peace aren't separate, they are one. If you want to continue on your journey of self-discovery, make sure to subscribe to this channel to assure living more in the present moment. Reply with the word "now" in the comments when this message made sense to you, and if you want to continue growing in the future. Also, consider giving this video a like or sharing it with someone who might benefit from a gentle reminder to slow down in life and be more awake.